Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Weihrauch. And in today's episode, we're asking the question, should my next doctor be human? This is based on a fascinating article I read in the New York Times this past week that was looking at a study that was done recently to examine who's better at diagnosing different physical conditions. Is it ChatGPT or OpenAI, the new AI platform? Is it doctors, or is it doctors using OpenAI or ChatGPT? It was fascinating read. They basically took 300 medical cases from the past that were unpublished, so no one could possibly prepare for them. And they had just AI do the diagnosis in column A. In column B, they had human doctors using AI. And then in column C, just human doctors. And the results are pretty interesting. In column C, where it was just human doctors using their own expertise and experience, they correctly diagnosed about 74% of the time, so 3 out of every 4. Doctors using AI, so column B, got it right 76% of the time, so just a 2% increase. ChatGPT, OpenAI, got it right 90% of the time. So 9 out of 10 times, the AI correctly diagnosed the medical condition. In other words, it was more reliable than human doctors. What's even more interesting is that what the study showed is that the reason why the AI was more reliable than human doctors had to do with the doctor's own kind of inward biases. In other words, they believed they knew more than they did. They believed their experience gave them, their intuition, their instinct was more important than further reading into the facts. Even the doctors who used AI would often cite their inability to understand the technology. After all, they're medical doctors, not software engineers. And even when the AI would point out that maybe they had misdiagnosed or they might want to consider some other factors, the doctors would actually tell the AI, hey, I've been doing this for a while. I know what I'm doing. And they did 3 out of the 4 times, but they didn't as much as AI. So what does this mean for us, and how should we think about this from a biblical perspective? Well, the first is just simply this, that in every industry, forget medicine for a second, because this isn't exclusive to medicine. In every industry, there's a sense that we know more than we really do. It's just a reminder, the Bible says that the beginning of the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And what it means by that is that the beginning of wisdom is our own recognition of what we don't know, and then a running to God because he does know. Another way of saying that is the first step towards wisdom is humility. And in this study, doctors didn't have any, and I'm not sure we are any different. We tend to think we know. We tend to trust our own instinct, our own experience. But what technology is rapidly causing us to do is to make us realize we're not as reliable as we think we are. We don't know what we think we know. How humble are you? Are you willing to admit when you don't know? Are you willing for technology to show you your limits? And then the second thing, of course, is a recognition that for most of us, technology is going to change how we do what we do. It's going to change maybe even the jobs that we do, which of course means we're going to have to make sure that our value is not fundamentally in our occupation, because technology is going to change our occupation. If you were a doctor who going into this study got your identity from the fact that you were the smartest person you knew, that you understood the human body, and that you could help people in need, this study is a wake-up call. You're good at that, but you're not as good at that as some coding project that software engineers did. Computers can replace you as a diagnoser of medical conditions, which means then our identity is going to have to come from somewhere else. We might be good at what we're doing, but maybe not as good as a computer, which is just a reminder that work matters. Work is valuable, but our fundamental identity has to be in being made in the image of God and having a relationship with God through Jesus Christ. Should your next doctor be a human? Yeah, but make sure he knows how to use a computer. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. While you're here, we'd love to ask you to hit subscribe or to like so you get future content. And if you listen to the audio version too, make sure you leave a review and a comment. That really helps. Consider sharing it on social media and helping us get the word out. And hey, while you're here, check out all the other content that Christ Community Chapel is putting out, including the videos that are around me right now.